I got to say, and I've interviewed a lot of people in my day, man. I'm pretty excited to get to interview you, so we sure appreciate it.
Oh, brother, thanks for helping us out, man. We're coming to Corpus Christi and just getting the word out, man. We'll be there Thursday night at the American Bank Center at 7 p.m., so we're just shouting out to all the loyal fans there.
All right, so let's go ahead and break down what's going to be going on Thursday night at the American Bank Center. First, I want to talk about the Chavo and Hernandez versus Bobby Roode and Austin Aries. You know, we had Chavo and Hernandez and Hector in here a couple weeks ago. They were down promoting the event. Very, very nice guys. Those guys are fighting for the tag titles, and if they lose, they're never going to be able to get to team again.
Yeah, I don't know how they got backed into that corner, but
it seemed like they wanted to do it. It didn't seem like they had a problem with it.
Well, they're old school, and, everybody plays games, and promotion plays games. They play games with storylines and play games with, who wins and loses and stuff. Chavo just got tired of it, man, and he just called him out on it, says, let's do this stuff, man, right in Corpus Christi, and if we can't beat you, we'll break this team up. So I was sitting in the back going, okay, well, that's a little farther than I thought they were going to go with it, but it works for me. It created a bunch of interest. So that was the first thing. That was Chavo's deal. So, he's been around a long time, and his whole family's been in the business. So he pretty much calls them like he sees them. So this is going to be interesting to see how this one turns out.
Another storyline that you guys have going that I'm very, very interested in is you and Sting right now. That's a feud that I kind of never thought would happen. Where do you see that feud going with you two guys?
Well, I'm not sure, but all I got to say is I'm glad he didn't knock me out because I just had a knee replacement 8 weeks ago. So I think I bit off a little bit more than I could chew. I think the whole thing's heating up. The whole Impact Wrestling scene, we're starting to get our traction where it should be, and the fact that we're out on the road now, we're getting a little more intense than we usually do because we were locked in that darn unit thing. And I'm grateful for the opportunity, but we were locked in Universal Studios producing out of a soundstage for many years, and the people that would come in, sometimes they'd be wrestling fans, and sometimes they would come off the Indiana Jones ride, and instead of going to the Mummy ride, they'd walk into our show. So, we've got real wrestling fans and real energy and real momentum, and there's a groundswell of people wanting to see us really kick butt, So, like when we come to Corpus Christi, at 7 p.m., we go up live, brother. 7 p.m., we're live on Spike TV with the whole crowd of Corpus. And I keep telling my wrestlers, man, what's been happening in Chicago, what's been happening in San Antonio, what's been happening in St. Louis, it's going to happen in Corpus Christi. And these fans just throw so much energy out at us, it ups the players' performance in the ring. And so, we got that main event with Jeff Hardy. It's a rematch against Bully Ray. So I told Jeff, I'll let you pick the stipulation. And this Hardy kid is out of his mind. He wants to do the tables, the ladders, and the chairs, which means anything goes. So I get a feeling the fans in Corpus are going to get more than an eyeful this Thursday night, brother.
Well, the fact that both of those guys are agreeing to this type of match isn't anything new. I mean, let's just be real. This is right up their wheelhouse.
Well, this is right up Hardy's alley. Bully, he's more of a guy that stays on the ground and abuses people, and he'll throw you through a table in a heartbeat. But Jeff Hardy, he'll go to the top of a ridiculous 16-foot ladder, and as you're taking your time getting up, turning around, thinking he's behind you, he'll drop kick you in the face with a steel chair. So, this is going to be crazy to watch this. I would never do this, and I wrestled 35 years, and I never agreed to do anything like that. I had a hardcore match once or twice, but you'd never see my old butt climb up a 16-foot ladder, I can tell you that.
We've seen Jeff Hardy do some amazing things throughout his whole career off a ladder, so I imagine that we're going to see an epic match on Thursday.
Well, I don't even know how he gets his balance up there. I'd be scared to death going up that high, but it's going to be crazy Thursday. We got Sting there, and I'm going to try to stay out of his way as much as I can, and we've got the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. We're bringing the whole crew at you, brother. This is, like I said, we're taping TV in Corpus Christi, and it's completely different vibe when that red light goes on and these guys know they're on TV. So I think the fans of Corpus Christi are going to be in for one heck of a show.
All right, Hulk Hogan, TNA Impact Wrestling, joining us right now. Now, let's talk about you. So you've transitioned. Obviously, you've had some injuries, like you said, the knee replacement. So you've kind of transitioned into the general manager thing. How was that for you, not actually being in the ring and wrestling all the time?
Well, it's tough, brother, because, it's like things come in waves, good and bad stuff. And all of a sudden, 4 years ago, they started cutting on my back. Well, you need one back surgery. I said, oh, well, we missed something. We got to go in. And, oh, my God, we really screwed up. So 2 back surgeries turned into 8, and then all of a sudden everything else started going wrong, and replaced both hips, replaced the left knee. Then 8 weeks ago, I replaced the right knee. So basically, I'm like the bionic Hulk Hogan now. But it's kind of weird, Once your body starts shutting down in other areas, it'll compensate, and a good metal hip will wear out a real hip quick. So, I went through a transition where all of a sudden they said after the 4th back surgery, well, you're never going to walk again. So you can imagine how grateful I am to be there, to be able to stand in the middle of the ring barking orders at Sting after what I've been through. So I had a great wrestling career. I missed the big shows. I missed being the main event guy. But at the end of the day, brother, to be part of the business, to be part of Impact Wrestling, I am grateful, brother, just to be there, and I get to get in these young guys' ears and tell them how it should be done. So I'm having a blast.
You pretty much started, wrestling got popular with you, to be honest. Back when I was a kid, and I used to wake up on Saturday mornings and watch you. So you really started this whole thing. With all the injuries you have now, would you trade any part of it?
No, I wouldn't. The problem was with me, dude, I was the only guy for the first 20 years. There was no Stone Cold Steve Austin. There was no Rock. There was nobody. I was the guy that was wrestling 400 times a year, twice on Saturday, twice on Sunday, twice on Wednesday. And what I did was I wore my body out. So at the end of the day, I wouldn't trade it. It was a great run, brother. Nobody's ever had a run like that. But at the end of the day, for me to be lucky enough to be the general manager at TNA, and believe me, at 7 p.m. in that American Bank Center with those lights come on and that crowd starts rumbling, I got to admit, I still get the rush, bro. I get the goosebumps. So I'm living through these vicariously to these kids now. I'm having a blast.
I'll tell you what, before any of us were fans of any other wrestler, we were all Hulkamaniacs. So if you need me, I can swing a chair.
Hey, brother, let me tell you something.
I'll be in the building. Just give me the signal.
Let me tell you something, brother. The way I've been poking that big bear Sting lately, I think I might need some help, to tell you the truth.
I'm pretty handy with a kendo stick. The little baking sheet, that I can swing that too. You name it, I can probably pick it up and swing it.
Hey, just slip me a pair of brass knuckles and a beer, and I'll be good to go.
I think we got a couple of beers here in our fridge.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. I love it. Well, shoot, man. Are you guys going to come?
Oh, yeah.
Night?
Oh, yeah.
We're definitely. We'll be there for sure.
Please come up and say hello. I want to meet you guys.
You got it. We'll be hanging around there during the day. We would absolutely love to. It'd be like a dream come true for us. So definitely, we appreciate that.
Well, I'll be there all day, brother. I got a production meeting first thing in the morning. I'll be hanging out all day, so come give a shout out, man.
Will do.
All right, Hulk Hogan, TNA Impact Wrestling is going to be in the building Thursday night, American Bank Center, 7 o'clock. If you haven't got your tickets, go to the American Bank Center box office. Hulk, great to talk to you. Thanks so much, and we look forward to meeting you on Thursday.
Well, you got to let me end this thing with
let's do it.
With an ESPN promo. Come on.
We were going to try and get that off the air, but yeah, let's do it. Go for it.
Okay, so who we got? Greg, who else is in there?
Aaron?
Greg and Aaron.
Yes, sir.
Greg and Aaron, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Let me tell you something, brother. This is Hulk Hogan, the greatest of all time. I'm coming to Corpus Christi, Texas, to the American Bank Center Thursday night, 7 p.m., and I'm not coming alone, brother. I got my 2 Hulkamaniacs, Gregomania and Aaron Mania. They're going to be watching my back, Jack. So what you going to do in Corpus Christi, the American Bank Center, and I said at 7 p.m. when Hulk Hogan and the Maniacs, Greg and Aaron, run wild on you, brother.
Oh, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard in my whole life right there.
My life is made.
We're there, brother. We're there.
All right. Thanks so much, man. We'll see you on Thursday, Hulk.
Hey, guys, thank you so much.
Man, that is definitely the coolest thing ever. I have
I'm done with the show. I'm done with the show for the day.
I need a margarita
me too.
and a cigarette after that. Woo! Great stuff, man. Hulk Hogan. How about that? As soon as the show was over at 6 o'clock.
Gregomania.
Yeah, he called me brother, too.
He called me brother, too.